Welcome back to another episode of You Are Stuck About, the show where we take your most searched, most asked, and most avoided women's health questions and break them down with clarity, science, and a little bit of common sense. Today's question is weight loss. What am I missing? Because let's be real, many people are trying. You're eating less, you're doing the workouts, you're cutting carbs, you're skipping sugar, but the scale isn't moving, or worse yet, you're gaining weight. So today, I'm going to walk you through some of the most overlooked factors in weight loss, especially for women. Let's get into it. Not all fat is created equally. There's white fat. This is the type most people think of when you think of fat, and this is what stores energy. Too much of it increases your risk of diabetes, inflammation, and slow metabolism. Then there's visceral fat. This is the deep belly fat that's wrapped around organs. Even people who look thin can have a high visceral fat content. It is hormonally active fat. It raises inflammation, worsens insulin resistance, and increases cortisol levels. Brown fat is the third type, and this is your metabolic gold. Its job is to burn energy to create heat. People with more brown fat burn more calories at rest. You can activate more brown fat, which leads to mitochondria. Mitochondria, that's how it's pronounced. Mitochondria are your cell's power plants. More mitochondria, more calories burned. Easier fat loss. Ways to activate mitochondria include high-intensity interval training or HIIT, strength training, cold exposure, which I'm going to get into in a little bit, certain foods like green tea, catechins, omega-3s, and turmeric, as well as quality sleep. This is why two people can eat the same amount of calories and have very different outcomes. Metabolic flexibility depends heavily on mitochondrial activity. Now, cold exposure supports both mitochondrial activation and the conversion of white fat into brown fat, right? That's the good fat, the metabolic gold. The benefits increase your caloric burn, improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and boosts your moods with via cold shock proteins. Now, how to do this safely? 30 to 60 seconds of cold in the shower at the end, cold plunges if you're accustomed to doing those, or even keeping your room slightly cooler between 18 to 20 degrees centigrade or 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit for certain periods of time is a safe way to do the cold exposure. Now, cold versus hot showers needs to be discussed. Cold boosts metabolism, reduces inflammation, wakes you up. Hot improves muscle recovery, relaxes, and supports sleep. So that's something to think about because both have benefits. Use them based on your goals. Apple cider vinegar doesn't melt fat, but it reduces blood sugar spikes and improves gut motility. In the morning, it can help blunt your sugar spikes after having breakfast. In the bedtime, some studies show improved fasting glucose in the following morning. How to take it? 1 to 2 teaspoons in water, not shots because that's too harsh on your enamel. Avoid if you have or if you suffer with ulcers or reflux disease, however. It is a tool, not a magic weight loss solution. Now, fasting is the next one. And basically with fasting, it's about how to do it safely. There are benefits with intermittent fasting. It improves insulin sensitivity, enhances fat burning, reduces inflammation, supports mitochondrial recovery. The best approaches for women have found to be the 12 to 12 fasting, which is usually simple and sustainable. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Then there's the 14-10 split, during weight loss phases. So as you're losing weight, 14-10, but sustainably 12-12. Avoid 16 to 18-hour fasting every day, especially if you're under high stress or in perimenopause. The golden rule is to fast for health, not for punishment. If fasting triggers binging or anxiety, please stop. With regards to hydration, even mild dehydration slows metabolism, increases cravings, raises cortisol, reduces workout performance. Aim for half your body weight in ounces or roughly 2 to 3 liters per day. Add electrolytes if you're fasting or sweating a lot. Hormones heavily influence fat loss. The key hormones are insulin, which lowers fat burning when chronically high. Cortisol increases belly fat. Estrogen impacts where the fat is distributed. Thyroid hormones regulate metabolism. Leptin and ghrelin control hunger and feeling full or satisfied. If you're doing everything right and still not losing weight, hormonal imbalances is a major suspect, especially for women 35 and older. Muscle is metabolically active. More muscle means a higher resting calorie burn. You cannot cardio your way to long-term fat loss. So focus on compound lifting, heavy enough to challenge you, 2 to 4 sessions per week, progressive overload techniques, and don't worry, ladies, you will not bulk. Inflammation slows weight loss by causing water retention, triggering your cortisol spikes, increasing cravings. Anti-inflammatory habits include omega-3 rich foods, fiber, hydration, good sleep, and limit your processed food intake. One poor night of sleep spikes ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, and drops leptin, which is the one that makes us feel full. You can feel extra hungry even if your body doesn't need more food. Improving your sleep improves weight loss indirectly by reducing cravings and regulating hormonal balance. During perimenopause and menopause, estrogen falls, muscle mass decreases, insulin sensitivity worsens. Sleep becomes lighter, cortisol increases. So you see, this combination makes weight loss harder, not impossible though. What helps? Strength training, increase your protein intake, manage stress, reduce alcohol or cut alcohol altogether, improve sleep, and consider HRT if appropriate. Your metabolism isn't broken, you just probably need a different strategy. Chronic stress raises cortisol. It increases our appetite, promotes belly fat storage. Signs of that stress is blocking your weight loss include a plateau despite clean eating, emotional eating, poor sleep, midsection weight gain as a result, and stress reduction is just as important as diet. A healthy gut helps regulate appetite, inflammation, insulin, metabolism, and cravings. We have prebiotics, which can be found in garlic, onions, bananas, oats, asparagus, and they feed the healthy bacteria in the gut. Probiotics like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut improve gut diversity. Psyllium husk supports satiety or feeling satisfied, helps stabilize blood sugar, improves digestion, and can reduce your visceral fat over time. Start with 1 teaspoon in water and increase slowly, but just monitor your bowel function when you're on any of these supplements to help regulate your gut. Now let's talk about the medication everyone is whispering about or shouting in some cases. And this is the Semaglutides, such as Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and another one I looked up called Zepbound. Now, are they a yay or a nay? First, what do they do? Semaglutides mimic a hormone called GLP-1, which slows stomach emptying, reduces our appetite, improves insulin sensitivity, helps regulate blood sugar, and sends a stronger harmful signal to the brain. So, yes, they can lead to clinically significant weight loss, especially for people with obesity, people with insulin resistance, PCOS, and prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. So, yeah, when they're helpful, when someone has tried lifestyle changes consistently, when metabolic or hormonal factors are major barriers to weight loss, when emotional eating or binge eating is overwhelming, when insulin resistance is severe, when health risks from excess weight gain are high. These medications can give people the metabolic reset they need to regain control, but nay, when they're not ideal. If you're hoping for a quick fix, if you won't be able to maintain habits after stopping the medication, if you're already underweight or normal weight, if you have a history of certain endocrine tumors, if nausea, constipation, or muscle loss become serious issues, this is a nay. So the biggest truth is that semaglutides work, but they do not replace lifestyle. People regain weight if they lose too much muscle. They don't fix their eating patterns. They stop the medication without a maintenance plan, and they don't address sleep, stress, and hormones. My stance is yay, but with a big asterisk. Yay if used appropriately, monitored medically, and paired with strength training, protein intake, gut health, and stress management. But nay if used as a shortcut instead of a strategy. Now, here are smart, sensible, evidence-informed weight loss trends that are actually worth considering. The ones that aren't gimmicky, don't wreck your metabolism, and do support real long-term results. I'll run through these quickly for you. 1, we have protein-forward eating. Not high protein, just protein first. A growing trend focuses on eating protein first at meals to support muscle mass, reduce cravings, improve satiety, stabilize blood sugar. This simple shift naturally reduces overeating without counting calories. Number 2, glucose-friendly eating patterns. Popularized by the glucose monitoring, simple habits like veggies first, protein and fat before carbs, and even walking 10 minutes after meals. These reduce insulin spikes and support sustained energy and fat loss. Number 3, zone 2 training. Low intensity cardio you can do while holding a conversation is referred to as zone 2 training. The benefits are it improves fat oxidation, lowers resting heart rate, reduces stress, enhances mitochondrial function, which is great for women, especially if you're burnt out from high intensity or HIIT only routines. Number 4 is NEAT optimization. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis, right? Now, all movements outside of your workouts could be considered NEAT. So some trends include using walking pads, especially to avoid a more sedentary workday, or doing 10K steps a day, taking walking meetings. NEAT can burn more calories than an actual workout. Number 5 is creatine for women. This is a major trend that is getting a lot of attention. Creatine improves muscle, supports energy, helps with strength training, may reduce brain fog. It helps maintain muscle while losing fat. Number 6 is high protein breakfast. Front-loading protein early in the day helps reduce cortisol-driven cravings, improve afternoon hunger control, support stable blood sugar. We have Greek yogurt as options, eggs, protein shakes, tofu scrambles. These are all excellent choices. Number 7 is metabolic blood work optimization is number 7. Many people are doing yearly labs to understand weight issues now. Common labs include thyroid panel, A1C and fasting glucose and fasting insulin level, lipid profile, vitamin D levels, and cortisol patterns. The sex hormones might be relevant in some cases to be screened and followed. So these do give insight and allow a tailored strategy for faster results as well. Number 8, we have food swaps instead of cuts. So a practical trend is to focus on better choices and not no choices. So some swaps, for example, you use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, cauliflower for white rice, sparkling water instead of soda, high fiber wraps instead of bread. But people are able to stick to this more easily than restrictive diets. Number 9 is strength training focus, which is just women lifting heavier. Strong is the new skinny is a trend that's growing as well, and this is great for women. The benefits that you improve your metabolism, enhance insulin sensitivity, preserve muscle, reduce injury risk, and supports peri and menopausal weight control. 2 to 3 sessions weekly can transform body composition. Number 10 is a big one, and this is consistency. I'll talk about consistency tracking, and this refers to things like the Oura Ring, Weight Watchers, programs similar, Noom, MyFitnessPal. Now, this type of modern tracking focusing on habits, daily non-negotiables, moods, hunger, and sleep quality. This shifts weight loss away from a punishment mindset and towards more of a behavior awareness. Consistency is really just something to look at because most people don't actually have a metabolism problem. Many of us have an inconsistency problem. Weight loss comes from consistent habits, sustainable routines, not restarting every Monday. Small habits done daily outperform extreme diets done occasionally. So, if you've been wondering why weight loss feels harder than it should, now you know it's really just the calories. It's hormones, stress, sleep, inflammation, gut health, metabolism, muscle, and the habits behind our habits. Before we wrap up, I want to say this. Because this is our last episode of the year and the holiday season is notoriously tricky when it comes to weight goals. The holidays are a time for connection, celebration, and sometimes, yes, extra food. Less structure for sure, and more stress. But that's okay. Here's my advice for you. Don't aim for perfection during the holidays, aim for maintenance and mindfulness. You don't have to lose weight in December. You don't have to restrict your favorite foods. You definitely don't need to undo an entire year of progress with a few meals. Focus on hydration. Still try to get your steps in. Continue to aim at consistent sleep. Enjoy treats mindfully, not mindlessly. Eat protein first at your meals. Moving your body most days is important as well too. And be kind to yourself when routines slip. Remember that one day doesn't make your goals and one season doesn't break your progress. If you can come out of the holidays feeling balanced and not burnt out, you've already won. So if you found this video helpful, share this episode with a friend and subscribe for more women's health breakdowns on You Ask Doc About. And I continue to thank everyone that's been subscribing and watching our videos. I am noticing a lot more views, but not as many subscribers. So if you're watching this video, just hit subscribe while you're here and also continue to share our content. See you next year, guys. Also book an online consultation with me for a one-on-one discussion of your specific concerns. Bookings for online consults can be made easily via our website. You'll see all the details below, but visit us at azaleahealtht.com.